Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Stackables button block in WordPress. So this is a mini-series on taking a look at Stackables blocks one by one. To get started and to take a look at this block on its own, let's go ahead and make ourselves a blank page. To do that, there's a couple ways to do it. If you're logged in and on your website, you'll have this top toolbar. There's this button that says New. Hover on that and hover down to a page and click on that. Alternatively, if you've logged in from the back end, that means with your username and password, the first page you'll end up on is the dashboard. Just navigate over to your left-hand sidebar, hover down to Pages, and click on Add New Page. That's going to take us to the WordPress block editor and create a brand new blank page for us. Okay, so once we're here, just a few housekeeping items. If this right-hand sidebar isn't here yet, beside the Publish button, there is this button called Settings. Be sure to click on that to make sure this comes out, because this is where we will configure our block. Next, let's go ahead and give our page title, just to keep things organized for later on. And finally, let's go ahead and start by adding the button block. So there's this blue icon over here, blue button, that has a plus icon called block insert. Click on that, and we will be greeted by stackable. If it isn't stackable over here, we can just scroll down or search for button. But it's right here, so let's go ahead and drag and drop that into our workspace. Okay, let's close this so we have more space to work with. We have a few options here. We have our bold, italic, highlight, inline, strike through. We can align the text to the center, to the right, but really depends on what we have over here. So let's change this to something else. Okay, let's call it Visit Our Web Shop. Okay, and now, right, we click on this. We have all of our options over here. We have our layout. We can change the minimum, maximum height, content width, horizontal alignment, and then the margins, right? But we'll keep all of those on default for the meantime. And let's take a look at style. Now we have 4 different styles to look at. We have default, we have ghost, we have plain, we have link. Okay, I think default's okay. We have different hover effects. Nothing's gonna happen. Darken. Okay, lift, scale, lift and scale. Lift more, scale more, and lift and scale more. I think I'll choose this one because it stands out more. And for the link, we can just use this. Okay, it's our link to the store. Okay, that's good. And we have this one, open link in Lightbox. So for instance, if we had an image or a YouTube video, we can put that here and then we can click on it and it's going to appear within our page. We can also add relationship keywords, link titles, and an anchor. Button colors, now we can either use a gradient or just a single color. Let's probably go with this, and then the text color should be like this, and then when we hover over it, right, when we hover over it, we can change it to this. Okay, and we have our button size. We can make it full width, as you can see. We can have a minimum height. We can also change the padding left and right. We can add a radius to it, make it more round. We can put a border outline on it. We can put dotted lines or a surround on it. Okay, and we can change the color as well. Boom. We can also change the icon. Well, we can add an icon. We have some default ones over here. Let's go ahead and let's see, cart. If it'll appear. Okay, this one should be fine. And there we go. We have a cart. We can change the icon color to probably deep blue. Okay, that looks good. We can also change the icon size. Okay, icon opacity. We can also change the rotation if we wanted to. We can change the icon position left or right. We also change the icon gap. For typography, we can change our fonts. Here, font family, go ahead and choose some random font over here. And that's fine. We can change the line height, letter spacing, change the default size. Let's make it big just so that it's easier for us to see. We can add a background to it, okay? And right, to highlight it if you needed to do that. We can also put shadow outline and put a border radius on the background we just added. So I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and publish this page to save our work, and let's go and test out our new stackable button. Okay, once we're done with that, let's go ahead and click on View Page, and it's going to take us to the page that we just made called Stackable Button Test. We have our button here with the little animation or hover effect with all of the colors and stuff that we put on the icon. Let's go ahead and click on that, and it opens the link in a brand new tab, and we are in our web shop. So there's using the stackable button block. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.